guys, Fensmarken here, and welcome to World of Warcraft, the weekly Mythic Plus chest opening video. And today we had fucking tech issues. Apparently, the new software that Logitech released that was supposed to replace my webcam software was not just the webcam software. It was actually a whole video making streaming software, kind of basically a shit version of OBS. And what it did was fuck over my entire shit. So basically the recording I made of my webcam was completely useless, so here we are doing a voiceover. Okay, I just had to check that the fucking things were at least working right, or well, now, and it seems they are, but it is going to be less interesting now that it's a voiceover, so I was about to say I know what I got, but I'll be honest, I kind of forgot. I have 5 characters this week. We'll start with the Druid, and let me find the exact spot. Alright, here we are. Chesty boy, incoming. What do we want for the Druid? Weapon, I think I decided on. Click. Let's go. Hype, hype, hype. What is it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh yeah, it's the Harlan's dice. Not a very big upgrade. I had a 465, got a 475. 10 eye level, it's an upgrade. I mean, it's something, right? It's something. It could have been worse. It wasn't the fucking Atel'Dazar trinket again, at least. That's at least something, right? Would have been nice with a weapon, but one can dream. Alright, next up we have Sirog. It's Expedient Week. We got one more week of the corruption madness, so I'm going to try and place my rogue, or play my rogue as assassination if I can get what I need. Now I did think actually that the haste mastery would be the best stats for me, because basically what the haste build does is it makes your bleeds tick faster, right? And the mastery for assassination is bleed damage, right? If I recall. So I just figured with emphasis on bleed damage, especially Garrote, with the Shrouded Suffocation traits, then I thought that, oh, mastery must be good, but turns out it's better when they crit. Alright, so where is the box? Here it is. Let's see. Alright, so are we clicking? Not yet. Yeah, we are. There it is. So it's a ring, and it is a haste mastery ring. So I realized that when you're running Expedient, obviously the best rings right now is the Mechagon rings, right? For assassination, it's the one from behind, right? Because then you can have permanent uptime. But otherwise, it's the 3 spells, along with the overclocking boyband, where you can get a little bit of extra haste, or a lot of extra haste actually. What is it? 3 sockets worth at a 465. But I'm not gonna fucking farm them for a week of play. And you might be like, well, it's still gonna be best for pre-patch, but I'm not gonna play my rogue in pre-patch, seriously at least. The only thing I'm gonna do with it is fucking do a key so I can get a chest, so I can gamble and get my fucking fix. This also means that I had an entire fucking segment with the rogue where I was just setting up gear, and I can show you here, I went to Mother, and we needed Expedient, and for some reason I thought I needed 12, but you only need 9, so I just bought 10 pieces of Expedient just like this. Where is it? It's gonna come in here in a second. Look at this. I can swear there's a lot of people on their mains who didn't have echoes who wish they could have done that week 1 when the fucking Expedient was on, myself included. I had 50k fucking echo stored up on the rogue because the only thing I'd been buying on rogue was Twilight Devastation. And when one Twilight Devastation costs 75, you pretty quickly run out of fucking corruption budget. Alright. So I set it up and it's not doing good damage. I only have 55% haste, so I'm lacking like 20% compared to main rogues. I think it's sockets, mostly. I think my gear is pretty solid actually. Let's see. Did I go through the setup somewhere? I think I did. Let me just find it. Oh, I also checked essences. I can see. I can show you that. Let me see. I was checking logs, seeing which essences were the best and which talents were the best. I had one wrong. I was not aware you use deeper stratagem. Where do I check the fucking gear? Do I not? Where is it? Oh my god. Should have prepped this better. Where are we? Oh, here we are, here we are, here we are. I found it, found it. Okay. So, alright, here I'm applying it all, but we can see the gear here. Okay, is this cleansing? Cleansing, yeah. Okay, here we are. So, as you'll see when I go through it, it's hard to time this because it's a voiceover, right? And I haven't really cut it in, but as you can see on all my pieces, they have haste. They're not all main stat. I think the only one that doesn't have haste is my offhand. So obviously I'm lacking some haste there, but otherwise all of them has at least some amount of haste. Apparently I'm running a lot of mastery, which isn't good, so I might look to change that, since crit is my second best stat. I think I can at least swap out one or two of the rings. At least one. I know I can swap one out for a lot of haste and a bit of verse, and that's probably better as well. Which is a bit sad, but I mean, who cares? I don't even know if I want to bother with it too much. Like, it wasn't... If I can get the N'Zoth chest from Heroic, then I'll bother with it. But without that, it's not worth it, I think. So yeah, I spent a lot of time actually prepping, showing off the rogue, and went to the dummy and sucked at it. So I'm actually not too unhappy that you don't get to see me fucking up the rotation on the dummy. So yeah, we are 2 characters down, right? So I need to find the hunter. Here it is. See what the hunter gets. Wait, what? This is rogue again. Where's the hunter? There's the hunter. Hunter. Okay. So hunter, it's pretty much, I want one of my off pieces. Like I think it's boots, belt, or bracers with crit haste, because I have them 470 with crit haste. I could take, I think my gloves are crit mastery, and maybe my belt as well. No, my belt might be 470. Is it boot? It boots, belt, and fucking... But I ended up getting a pair of bracers, and they were not crit haste. So if I recall, they were verse mastery. Am I gonna show it? Yeah, there it is. I think they're verse mastery. I can't see because the fucking rendering that I'm looking at is poor. I'm looking at it in my video rendering software. So yeah, swing and a miss for the Huntad as per the usual. I mean, it's hard to complain when you got... I got a good trinket on the Feral 10 eye level upgrade. It's pretty good. I got what I thought would be Abyss Ring outside of the Mechagon rings for Asa. It just wasn't. Because apparently Mastery wasn't as good as I thought it was. So that leaves the monk. Let's see, here we are. I think we'll go straight for it here. For the monk, there's not really much that I can get. Clicky clicky is already done and it's open now. What do we get? We got a fucking crit mastery ring with a socket. Really juicy ring. Shit ton of crit. I think as soon as my versatile stop working, this ring is going to be my best. I think this ring with the Waycrest, Lord Waycrest Signet ring is going to be absolutely monstrous for me. I think as soon as versatile is gone, crit is going to be really important stat for me with the gear I have, because I don't have that much. So we shall see. I'm looking forward to fucking around with Windwalker in the pre-patch. I'm probably going to be maining DK again for Shadowlands, at least the first tier. It's looking like a really solid spec, and AMC is really good, but I am going to be ulting my Windwalker for sure. I always enjoy it. It's not as good as in Taurus, but we shall manage. So now we're moving on to the big boy, the DK. Let me find the chest opening, starting Dalaran, Big Pog, because apparently I ran out of Hearthstone. Here we are. Alright, so the only thing I really want is either I want a better version of my crit haste frost weapon, which is basically just gonna tie me over until I get Carapace, if I get Carapace weapons. Or I want the Overclocking Boyband. Boom, open. But we got a pair of, what is it, Verse Crit boots, I think? So that's not too great. Maybe they'll be good with the new gear stats shit that's coming into Shadowlands. Maybe they won't. I'm really not looking forward to that. Like the gear, like the third, what is it? Tertiary stat? No, not tertiary. Secondary. Tertiary is speed and legion. Yeah. Secondary stat scaling, whereas the more haste you get, the less haste you're gonna get for a piece of haste. Like, come on. Oh, we want to let loot be loot and make gearing simple. Yeah, you should just be able to slap on the highest eye level. Yeah, just fucking. Every fucking character is gonna feel like an ult and look like an ult because you're just wearing fucking rainbow pieces. Right now, my DK, when I'm in Frost, everything is crit haste or haste crit. When I'm in Unholy, almost everything. I think both specs I have one piece that's not, and that's my boots, because I haven't been able to get anything better than the main stat haste, secondary stat mastery from, is it Skitra? I think it's Skitra. But like every fucking class is just going to be wearing different fucking pieces. I'm not looking forward to that. For the DK, I want to just fucking stack haste mastery out of my ass. Why is that so bad? I realize that what they're scared of is this whole like where I think I have like fucking 75% base haste or something. Maybe even more, actually. I can't remember how much I have. But you're not gonna get there unless you release corruption again. So why does it matter? And you swish every fucking expansion anyway. Like, I don't get it. They do a swish every expansion anyway. And this way, the fucking upgrades that you're gonna get at the end of the tier is just gonna be less than at the beginning of the tier. So what are you gonna implement that makes us scale like insane? It's just gonna be fucking strength, isn't it? Or agility. Like this whole like, yeah, just put on the highest eye level, man. You'll be fine. The theme's supposed to be player agency, player choice, right? Let me choose which stats I want to focus on. Don't force me. If my spec likes haste mastery, at some point I'm gonna have so much haste mastery that it's gonna be fucking verse crit that I want. Who the fuck wants that? If I'm stacking haste mastery, Why would I all of a sudden want... Oh, now I have too much. I better get some verse and some crit. That's a shit design. I'm not happy. I hope you enjoyed. Hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.